We have a couple buttons down below here, our little car and our person. The little person icon is just to add different driver profiles. So I'll kind of walk you through how to do that. Just click add, choose your language, enter your name. So we'll just put M, and then add your phone. And if you've already synced your phone, that'll just show up there and you can connect those. So then every time you get in the car, whoever's phone is synced up, it'll just pull up your driver profile. You can have up to 5. The biggest difference is each person will have their own specified radio preset. So if you guys all listen to different music, it's kind of nice. And then the little car icon here. So we have our vehicle controls, VDC, basically our traction. You pretty much never want to turn that off, maybe if you're stuck in the mud. X mode for really bad weather conditions, maybe if you're up in the mountains in the snow. Really low speeds, it's going to be right around 20 or so and under. Auto vehicle hold, which is really nice. If you're on hills, it'll hold your vehicle so you don't roll back. As well as if you use, like I like to use mine and drive through windows, that way you can take your foot off the brake and just kind of sit there without having to put it in park. And it does release the brake once you push on the gas. And right now we do have it turned on. I believe it defaults off every time you start the car, but you will see once it's active, you'll see the green AVH pop up there. Right next to it will appear a green circle. That just means when you come to a stop, it's holding the brake, and then that's how you will know that it's safe to take your foot off and it is gonna hold the brake for you. Right underneath that, steering responsive headlights, great feature. If you're ever going into a curve, your headlights will actually angle into the curve ahead of you just for better visibility. So next we've got our driving assistance, which has our pre-collision braking. The only time you want to turn that off is if you go through the car wash. And then what's nice, if you forget to turn it back on, when you restart the vehicle, it'll default back on for you, because that is a great feature. You always want to, pretty much always want that on, except the car wash. Lane departure prevention function, so you can have that prevention function only, or you could have that buzzer only, whatever your preference is. You can have both those functions on or completely off. Great feature. So what it does, if you don't have your blinker on and you start getting, when it's detecting the lines on the road, if you get too close or start going over it, it's gonna center you back into the middle of the line, as well as alert you and beep at you. And then underneath that, blind spot detection, rear cross traffic alert. That's another great feature to have. You'll notice these will illuminate when someone is in your blind spot. Next we have others. So cruise control characteristics, you can kind of adjust, or adaptive cruise control. Dynamic if you want a quicker response, more economical, saves on your gas, just a little slower to get up to that certain speed. Warning volume, you can adjust that to higher or lower. Units, if you prefer kilometers. Auto start stop, which does default on, so if you want to turn that off, you'd have to turn that off every time you turn on the car. Driver monitoring system, so that's our camera right here that's watching us. So if you kind of veer your eyes off of the road or get distracted, it'll let you know. So if you wanted that feature off, that's gonna